Welcome to Firearm Throwdown. In today's segment, we're going to do the M16 versus the AK-47, which is a very, very popular dispute between the two firearms, which I've done heavy research, which inquired firing both weapons, and a lot of, internet crunching on its background history and the how the weapon works and its reliability and everything. I have it all put into statistical numbers, which I will display to you at the end of the video. Okay, so let's get this started. Here we have the M16. It is a very famous firearm, first used in the Vietnam War. Of course, it did not look like this. It had a triangle-shaped barrel, and at that time it was very jam-prone because of the humidity and the other things it had to go through. But it was improved from then and was created into a very, very reliable firearm that is still used today in our military. Now it is heavy. You can customize just about anything on it, and it was made by Eugene Stoner. He created the M16, and his original idea was shot down, which was the AR-15. It has very interesting back history. It fires the 5.56 NATO rounds. It's decently large bullet. It's not very big and doesn't always get the job done, but it has a tremendous rate of fire when it is on full automatic and has incredible range on semi-automatic. The newest version is a 3-round burst in semi-automatic, but the M16A3 is a fully automatic weapon. It carries 30-round box magazines. It's been highly modified to so many different weapons. One of the carbine versions, which is the M4. So it is a very good gun. But is it as good as its competitor, the AK-47, which is now displayed? The AK-47 was made by Kushnikov. He designed it as a closer range firearm with a heavy bullet. His design for his bullet was to literally take a heavy rifle bullet, a 30-06, and shrink it down so it could fit in an assault rifle and not have to put up with common assault rifle problems. The range isn't very far, but this thing is a freaking monster when it comes to reliability. It's insane how reliable this gun is. You can throw it underwater, pull it up, shoot it, throw it in mud and sand, and it'll keep firing. The only really problem is once you go on full automatic, say goodbye to any kind of accuracy that you wish you could have, because you lose it all. It is a very close range weapon, though, so you'll have to put up with problems like that. So, who wins this firefight? Well, the M16 scored an 8.24 effectiveness rating because it got long range, high rate of fire, and it's got a very, very, very baby recoil. But it does have a smaller bullet, and it is not always the most reliable weapon to have with you. Vietnam proved that. Now, this doesn't mean it's a bad gun. That's very high in the ranking for a firearm. Just saying. Now, the AK-47 sadly scored an 8.14 effectiveness rating. This is because it has a great reliability, big bullet. Problem is, it's too short range, and once you go on full automatic, it's not even worth it looking down your sights. Plus, the recoil is murder. It's hard to shoot on full automatic. On semi-automatic and close range, you are highly effective. Vietnam proved it in guerrilla warfare. The AK-47 was a very, very effective weapon. But start going out of 400 meters, and you start losing. You go out of 100 meters, and you start losing accuracy. 400 meters, you can't hit anything. My ending comments. Well, the M16 proved itself today by defeating the AK-47. But it isn't one of the greatest weapons on the planet. But like I said, pluses, it has a high rate of fire, it's got a long range, and a very, very baby recoil. But it has a small round and is not very reliable. You'd be better off, if you want reliability, going with an AK-47. But if you want to be able to hit stuff from longer ranges with a higher rate of fire, the M16 is your gun. Like I said, the AK-47 has the ability of having a very large bullet and is also very, very reliable. But its detriment is it is short range and it has a very high recoil. So, if you are an M16 fan, more power to you. You just beat the AK-47 today. Now, you guys are probably going to be disagreeing with me if you're an AK-47 fan. Probably telling me that the M16 was never a good gun, it should have never been created, that it wasn't worth, being made. But it is a very good gun. Its Vietnam past is by, but it still carries some of the problems that all 5.56 NATO rounds carry, which is a small bullet. But that gives you more range and better accuracy. So that's my argument for the M16. But for the AK-47, they have a bitch too. They have one of the most reliable weapons on the planet, plus it has one of the biggest bullets used in an assault rifle before. It was a revolutionary weapon. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be doing more of these firearm throwdowns. Thank you very much.